My computer crashed at the end of the last episode. But welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition Trespasser. We have to do some stuff over. I'm sorry. I've got my AC on blast in the hopes that doesn't happen again. I might start getting chilly in my room. I'll be keeping an eye on the temperature. Is it just him that pops up? Yeah, it is. Seems like he drained, like, my energy. That's interesting. I didn't notice that. Let's see. Just that. Yeah, basically. Oh, I want to go around. Oh, he moves. It's so weird. So many people now? I don't know what he's doing. Anyways. Actually, it's pretty mild. Alright. We're almost to where we were health-wise, I think. That's not what I meant to do, but okay, we're doing that. I'm checking my temperature periodically. I think it's holding stable. It's hot, but I think it's not dead hot. But I could be wrong. It could be bad. Oh, we got a dude. Okay. Thankfully, I know what your weakness is. We're in rates. I do my big heal. The big heal. Wow. They instantly lost all of their health that I just gave them back. Good job, team. I'm fine. Oh, what was that? Started running slightly hotter. Being careful here. And being immune to physical effects sure is useful. Come on, let me do the heal. Let me do the heal. It's not letting me. There we go. Okay, I did it. Don't instantly lose all the health I just gave you, please. Worried about my temperature. I'm worried. Pausing it lowered very slightly. Try putting effects on medium. That might help. Let's see if I can save my focus for my heal. For rejuvenation? Whatever it's called. I think I can wait. I think I'll manage. I can actually see the difference in medium effects. I actually can, like, immediately. I'm not sure if you guys can. Once again, I'm checking my computer. I'm sorry. I just really want to finish this. Okay, I think it's holding. What? A freaking pride demon? Is this a joke? Goran, pride demons. You're gonna ruin them. They're gonna ruin us. I got a spell. Gotta do the thing. That was pretty cool. Everybody, teamwork is imperative. Take the last potion. Thank you. Got it. Is that it? Yeah, that was it. Okay. I'm gonna save just in case this does fuck up again. At the very least, we get a short episode where I win. I don't think it affects them anything. I'm gonna let them back up to high, just in case I have another fight. I don't think I will, but I might. Or, I didn't do it. Okay. My party members aren't my party members anymore. Can they not follow? Oh, I guess they can't follow me. And big moments here, isn't it? Yeah.
Ebesit kata, etwa ost.
Maras kata.
Your forces have failed. Leave now and tell the Canary to trouble me no further.
Yeah. Figured he was the one doing that.
Solus.
He's just gonna fix it. Just watch him. I want that Sentinel armor, the Ancient Elven armor. It's so pretty, I want it. Yup, he's gonna fix it. Because it's his anchor. It was his the whole
Give us more time. I suspect you have questions.
Something else I need to find you. How did you do that?
How were you able to control the anchor?
In the same way as when I stopped it from killing you at Haven. Although I am stronger now. The mark you bear was bestowed upon you by the Orb of Fen'Harel. My orb.
Your Fen'Harel.
I was Solus first. Fen'Harel came later. An insult I took as a badge of pride. The Dread Wolf inspired hope in my friends, and fear in my enemies. Not unlike Inquisitor, I suppose. You also know the burden of a title that all but replaces your name.
Attack him. No. No, you're not evil. You like Centaur. You like nothing.
Our legends about you are wrong. I saw the truth as we traveled the crossroads.
You saw another story, written in desperation to give me more credit than I ever deserved.
You were a hero, Solus.
I sought to set my people free from slavery to would-be gods. I broke the chains of all who wished to join me. The false gods called me Fen'Harel, and when they finally went too far, I formed the Veil and banished them forever. Thus I freed the Elven people, and in so doing, destroyed their world.
The Veil destroyed the world?
How did creating the Veil destroy the world?
You saw the remains of Via Dethara. The library was intrinsically tied to the Fade, and the Veil destroyed it. There were countless other marvels, all dependent on the presence of the Fade, all destroyed. Your legends are half right. We were immortal. It was not the arrival of humans that caused us to begin aging. It was me. The Veil took everything from the elves, even themselves.
Why did you do it?
You love the Fade. Why would you create the Veil to hide it all away?
Because every alternative was worse.
Meaning?
Had I not created the Veil, the Evanuris would have destroyed the entire world.
How did they become gods?
The Evanuris were elven mages. How did they come to be remembered as gods?
Slowly. It started with a war. War breeds fear. Fear breeds a desire for simplicity.
The war against the Forgotten
Good
Ones?
and evil, right and wrong, chains of command. After the war ended, Generals became respected elders, then kings, finally gods. The Evanuris.
The gods go too far.
You said that the elven gods went too far. What did they do that made you move against them?
They killed Mythal. A crime for which an eternity of torment is the only fitting punishment.
That's what I
I
figured.
thought Mythal was one of the Evanuris.
She was the best of them. She
Yeah,
cared for her
that's what I
people.
figured.
She protected
In a
them.
moment, they betrayed her.
She was a voice of reason. And in their lust for power, they killed her.
They're not dead, right?
You banished the false gods. You didn't kill them.
You met Mythal, did you not? The first of my people do not die so easily. The Evanuris are banished forever, paying the ultimate price for their misdeeds.
What happens next?
That's the past. What about the future?
I lay in dark and dreaming sleep while countless wars and ages passed. I woke still weak a year before I joined you. My people fell for what I did to strike the Evanuris down. But still, some hope remains for restoration.
It's a huge
I will save
alluvian.
the elven people, even if it means this world must die.
Agree with your goal. It's not necessary. I'll stop you. I agree.
Let me help you, Solus.
You cannot.
You want to restore the elven people. I would give my life for that.
Would you give the life of every friend you have ever known? There is no glory here. Only a price that I alone will pay. It is my fight. You should be more concerned about the Inquisition. Your Inquisition. In stopping the Dragon's Breath, you have prevented an invasion by Qunari forces. With luck, they will return their focus to Tevinter. That should give you a few years of relative peace.
Is it really my
The
Inquisition?
Qunari said the Inquisition was unknowingly working for agents of Fen-Harel.
I gave no orders.
You led us to Skyhold.
Corypheus should have died unlocking my orb.
Yep.
When he survived, my
That's a
plan
theory
was
that's been
thrown
going
into
around.
chaos. When you survived,
Makes
I
sense.
saw the Inquisition as the best hope this world had of stopping him. And you needed a home. Hence, Skyhold.
You gave him your orb?
You gave your orb to Corypheus.
Not directly. My agents allowed the Venatori to locate it. The orb had built up magical energy while I lay unconscious for millennia. I was not powerful enough to open it. The plan was for Corypheus to unlock it, and for the resulting explosion to kill him. Then I would claim the orb. I did not foresee a Tevinter Magister having learned the secret of effective immortality.
What was meant to happen?
What would have happened if Corypheus had died and you had recovered the orb?
I would have entered the Fade using the mark you now bear. Then I would have torn down the veil. As this world burned in the raw chaos, I would have restored the world of my time. The world of the elves.
Then the evil gods returned.
If you destroyed the veil, wouldn't the false gods be freed?
I had plans.
Truly.
I never thought of you as someone who would do that, Solus.
Thank you. You must understand. I awoke in a world where the veil had blocked most people's conscious connection to the Fade. It was like walking through a world of tranquil.
We aren't even people to you.
Not at first. You showed me that I was wrong. Again. That does not make what must come next any easier.
I appreciate it.
Whatever your reasons, we couldn't have defeated Corypheus without you.
Your doubts are misplaced. Everything you accomplished, you earned.
Why should I be concerned?
What's wrong with the Inquisition?
You created a powerful organization. And now it suffers the inevitable fate of such. Betrayal and corruption.
It's not that simple.
Do you know how I discovered the Qunari plot? The plot I disrupted by leading them to your doorstep. The Qunari spies in the Inquisition tripped over my spies in the Inquisition. The Elven Guard who led you to the Qunari body, who intercepted the servant with the Gatlock barrel. Mine.
Fair enough. Why did you help?
Why bother disrupting the Qunari plot if you're going to destroy the world regardless?
You have shown me that there is value in this world, Inquisitor. I take no joy in what I must do. Until that day comes, I would see those recovering from the breach free of the Qun.
Why?
Because I am not a monster. If they must die, I would rather they die in comfort. In any event, it is done.
Thank you.
I guess we owe you for that one, too.
I hope it gives your people some final peace.
About the Illuvians.
You control the Illuvians now.
Yes. You remember Briala from Halam Shiral? For a time, she controlled part of the labyrinth. One of my agents was supposed to take it from her, but he did not succeed. I had to override the magic personally. The Qunari stumbled upon this section independently. With them gone, the Illuvians are now mine.
What about the mark?
There's still the matter of the anchor. It's getting worse.
Yes. I'm sorry. We are almost out of time.
He has to take it from me.
The mark will eventually kill you. Drawing you here gave me the chance to save you. At least for now.
Going to redeem you. Try to convince Solus to change his plan. Can't let you do this. Going to redeem you.
You don't need to destroy this world. I'll prove it to you.
I would treasure the chance to be wrong once again, my friend. Take my hand. I'm sorry.
He's going to take it from me.
Live well, while time remains.
What did he do? I still have so many questions. Who are the Forgotten Ones? Am I right? Also, I'm positive I'm correct about the Blight, and the Blight is probably. I need to know these things. Alright, silly music. That's going to stop in like a second. I think, probably. We will prove Solus that this doesn't need to end that way. There is a way to save the world. And restore, and get rid of the Veil. And not kill everybody. There has to be a way. That's what Mythal must have been working towards. We need Morrigan. And I have the Well of Sorrows. I can do this.
Something must be done, but we cannot lose the Inquisition now. We stand on the brink of war with the Qunari.
Yes, because this Solas provoked them in the first place.
The Inquisition did not cause this threat.
Okay.
We informed the Summit of the danger.
The danger posed by Qunari spies inside your organization.
Without our organization, you would not be allowed to complain.
No one has forgotten what you have done. But Corypheus is 2 years dead.
If the Inquisition is to continue, it must do so as a legitimate organization.
My hand's
a
gone.
glorified mercenary band.
Inquisitor.
Solve this ourselves. Be disbanded. Since souls will be weaker but more secure. Our work is done. Disbanded. This needs to end. Need more oversight. So inserted on Victoria, stronger but risk corruption. Risk corruption. It was stronger but risk corruption. Oh, he served the Divine. I served Leliana. Directly. Or we end. We stop existing. We accept that we're weaker in the long run. I will never serve the Chantry. I fought tooth and nail that we are not a religious organization. I love Leliana. I'm not serving her. We will be disbanded. The Inquisition needs to end.
You all know what this is. A writ from Divine Justinia authorizing the formation of the Inquisition. We pledge to close the breach, find those responsible, and restore order, with or without anyone's approval. But if the Inquisition now threatens the very stability it helped create, it is clear our time is done. We will not become what we once fought against. We do not have the luxury of corruption and complacency. If this organization has become too large to do its job, there is only one solution. Effective immediately, the Inquisition is disbanded.
That's how it had to end. We can all still work together, but we won't have soldiers. We might not get to keep Skyhold. Who knows? People will scatter to the wind, and that's the way it is. Heh, gave her the book. One by one, they're gonna leave. Well, those who can't leave. No, Josie, but... There we go. I was like, come back. I want to smooch. Smooches! I'm sad. I wanted to smooch. Short order, the Inquisition was disbanded. Some were relieved to see the unpredictable organization dismantled. Others preferred to remember the Inquisition's good works and the many lives it had saved. Those who had served returned to their former lives, knowing they had stopped a great evil from destroying the world, and hoping that the peace for which they had fought remained once the Inquisition was gone. With the Dragon's Breath disrupted and any hope of swift victory dashed, the Canary retreated back to the north. Few know what debates raged in Parval, but not long after the Exalted Council, the Canary launched new attacks against Tevinter. Their aggression caught the already unstable Imperium off guard. Tevinter was soon mired in a war many feared could spread across Thedas. But the Exalted Council remained intact, advising Divine Victoria on important matters. Cassandra served for several years. While she often disagreed with Valenia's policies, the former right and left hands showed a mutual respect and worked well together. The Inquisition had, as it had in stock race to the College of Enchanters, Madame de Fay ably played on Mage's Spheres. Her father united to build a new circle with Vivian's Grand Enchanter in direct competition with the college. Oh, fuck you! Circle-like members they made up political actors, they were forced to be reckoned with. Fuck! Two institutions settled an uneasy coexistence, vying for power. I didn't want this! God damn. At the Exalted, Leliana devoted herself fully to the Sunburst throne and her dream of reshaping the Chantry. Within a year, she moved restrictions from priesthood and men and women to be initiated and ordained. The decree was followed swiftly by a decision to return the chanticle of Shart into the canonical chant and move the divided Andrastians deeply. A rebellion to renounce her and return to Chantry just once it arose, beginning first in Orlais, then spreading to other parts of Thedas. Divine Victoria was resolute, holding her ground even after several unsuccessful attempts on her life. Seemingly unconcerned with the assassination attempt, she held up the hostility leveled against her as proof that she was on the right path. Varric took up the role of Viscount, and with the help of his friend Hawke, rebuilt Kirkwall's damaged infrastructure. Under his rule, the city-state finally resumed its place as the major trade outlet for Free Marches. Hawke and Aveline. He continued to ignore all mail from the Merchant Guild and the Prince of Starkhaven. Sorry, Sebastian. But the Inquisition demanded the Bull's charges return to taking jobs throughout Orlais and Ferelden. Fighting demons and clearing out the remains of Venatori forces, the Iron Bull did his part to restore order to Thedas. Many of the jobs brought the Charter close to the Imperium border, where from time to time, in a border town, Villa, Bull and a certain Devinder managed to spend a few hours together before life pulled them apart again. But after the Inquisition disbanded, Colin retired from active service. He returned to Ferelden, establishing a sanctuary for former Templars on land that Divine Victoria granted to him. With his help, many Templars shed their lyrium addiction, and those whose minds were too far gone to their last days in comfort. Promised that, should his friends from the Old Inquisition ever need him, his blade would be ready. Dorian returned to Deventer and had taken his father's place in the Magisterium. As rumors flew about the Imperium's infighting, Dorian was spoken often as the voice of resistance against corruption. Along with Magister Maevaris Tilani, he formed a group called the Lucerni to restore and redeem Deventer, a fight many thought hopeless. On one occasion, Venatorian forces ambushed Dorian, who likely would have died. Had not an unnamed mercenary band led by a Talbashok warrior crossed Deventer's border and mounted a dangerous rescue operation. The mercenaries left a trail of freed slaves and dead Venatori in their wake, enabling Dorian to escape. When asked about the Talbashok in question, Magister Pavis declined to comment. After the exalted consul, Tom Rainier bid farewell to his friends and went to Weishaupt Fortress to pledge himself to the Grey Wardens for good. While he was rarely seen the years that followed, some say he encountered Rainier in far-flung lands, their accounts always similar. Rainier carried out the duty of the Wardens, but always found time to help others along the way. Sometimes he served as a shield for the defenseless, other times he stood at simple cheer among children with gifts of small carved toys. Aww. With the Inquisition disbanded, Josephine made her farewells and returned to Antigua and her family. But, sweetie, thanks to the Inquisitor's help, the Montiliers were once again permitted to trade in Orlais. The next few years were a busy time, as many ships of the Montilier crest were built and set sail again from Antigua's harbors. Soon, Ravani pirate captains with an ancient feud against Josephine's ancestors took to the seas, determined to rekindle the rivalry. Apart from Josephine's sister Yvette nearly eloping with a dashing pirate prince on one occasion, Lady Montilier took the development in stride. The Inquisitor found himself warmly received by Josephine's family, and House Montilier soon became a second home. Aww. A place where the Inquisitor could at last find peace for a time, with Josephine happily by his side. Without my arm. Cole took to the road with Meriden to find a new life and a new way to be human. Wherever Meriden went to sing, people found old pains eased and hearts made happier, even if they didn't understand why. After the events of the Winter Palace, elves left the Inquisition under mysterious circumstances, as did elven servants across Thedas. None could say where they went, but those who believed the Inquisitor story of Fenrir wondered just how large the Dreadwolf's forces were, and what the ancient elven rebel had planned. Okay. I understand that there's a post-credits scene, and then there's this. My fingers look too long there, that was really weird.
My agents have found nothing. With the Illuvians, he could be anywhere.
With the Inquisition officially disbanded, we have no army, no formal alliances.
How can Liliana be here? She's divine.
We have what we truly need.
We will need to be careful.
Solus knows everything about us. Who we are, how we work, our strengths and weaknesses.
Then we find people he doesn't know. We will save our friend from himself. If we can.
We go to Deventer? Dragon Age 4, Deventer? Dragon Age Minrathous? Oh. They say there's something at the end of the credits, so I'm waiting. Oh, I'm concerned about the decision I made. I did not think that would cause enough weakness to send Vivienne to make her own circle. I think that might happen no matter what, because they might want a balancing act where they're like, well, no matter what, there'll always be a circle and a college, or just a circle. Because otherwise, the world's just too different post-Inquisition. Well done, guys. Like, well done. This was hard. This was a difficult choice. It all kind of built up to that ending, and all of the slides were good. All the characters' individual endings were great. I think everyone got one. I didn't say one for Cassandra, but I assume she's just working with the Inquisition still. Well, the Inquisitor. With Llewellyn. The handless Llewellyn. He can't use his staff anymore. Can he even use magic? That's depressing. What else is there? God. I'm not actually sure. I wanted, like, me marrying Josephine, like, official smoochy smoochy, but I'm a sucker. But we're together. Her family likes me, and she's there in the ending, so it's like, okay. You know, it's good enough, right? Yeah. Let me make this go faster or skip it. I could skip it. I feel bad skipping it. I don't like skipping. Let's talk about theories. My previous theory, my theory, if you watch my theory video about the Elven Gods, I'm wrong about how they became gods. I had a more complicated thing. It was a lot simpler. I thought the Veil always existed when the elves were there, and then the elves who figured out how to physically enter the Fade with magic became gods. So they were just powerful and became revered as gods over time. Does that make sense?
A new book? All this shit is weird. Oh, Varric, that is a terrible title. What are you even thinking?
That's amazing. Good work, Inquisitors. Blackwall, Cassandra Cole. Dorian the Iron Bull. Oh.
Like a rolling sea on a dark and stormy night, centered on a gaping hole that led to the arse end of nowhere. A hole that spit up many things that day. Comets, demons, and a whole lot of trouble. It's about the Inquisition.
I like how she's like just realizing that. It's great.
The din of the tavern cut the silence like it owed the carter money. In the middle, in her element, Red Jenny. She looked me up and down, mostly down. Not playing, weirdy, she said, gesturing with and dismissively eating a sandwich. Don't write that. Seriously, piss up a row. Sarah made the subtext text, which suited me fine.
I didn't have her in my party, but okay. Whatever, man. Whatever floats your
The
boat.
court enchanter swirled into the room like a drop of beautiful poison spreading in a wine glass. She sized me up with a glance. I'm so glad you made it, my dear, she said. I am Madame de Fair, the most terrifying person you shall ever meet.
That's so true. I want to hear all of these. I'm sorry. Talking about something interesting, but no. No.
Diana enfolded Alphonse in an embrace as warm as a serpent's kiss. I
Alphonse?
always knew I could count on your support.
Alphonse?
The Count did not feel the bite of her poisoned dart until it was too late.
Oh.
Even if it requires your death.
I like how Cassandra's doing this really intentionally bad performance. It's amazing. I love her voice. Her voice actor is incredible.
Drops of rain glistened on the griffin medallion grasped tightly in Blackwall's hand. The silver-eyed wings of valor. They mean nothing. He flung the medal to the cold and uncaring ground. You don't know what I've done. You don't know me. So romantic.
That's amazing. I like how it's like every story with every character, regardless of whether you recruited them or romanced them, it's all of their subplots. It's great. It's amazing.
Cole moved like a shadow
That also moved like a knife. A shadow wearing a hat where dreams came to die.
It's a riddle, he whispered. A cold riddle that knows at your mind, but you'll feel better when it's gone. That makes as much sense as anything Cole says.
That's accurate. I'm not skipping this for the life. I'm gonna gear this and then get the end credits, post-credits cutscene, whatever it is.
You place your herald above the law, ambassador. Whose law, my lady? Josephine's eyes glittered like angry opals. The law destroyed by rebellion, by civil war, by poor fiscal management.
I play Bioware.
We
Hashtag I
are
play
the
Bioware.
law.
We are the law. Alright. Judge Josephine. Josephine Dredd.
We
Yo.
left our mark on adamant, but the dust hadn't settled, and neither had Harding. I can offer you a drink, if I catch your meaning. If you caught my meaning, you'd have offered a double. What is even happening here?
I don't know what's going on that at all. It's like about Scott Harding and a joke about alcohol or something.
The Iron Bull was a great slab of muscle with horns that could hang a tapestry. One eye scanned for threats, while the other hid behind an eye patch like a chantry sister's old sins. Come on, he barked, not looking back as he entered. The dancer with the great rack comes on in 5. That is spot on, actually.
I mean, it really is. That's the Iron Bull. He is the Iron Bull. He is an unstoppable monster of destruction.
The commander had the look of a Templar who had seen the worst of humanity, yet still had the time to style his hair. This isn't just a war, he said, his gaze steely like a dull blade. It's the only war. Cullen! That's Cullen!
I love you, Cassandra. It's amazing. This entire sequence is brilliant. A++. Plus, in fact. 3 A+. Like, it's an A triple plus.
Wore a class of handsome sneer cultivated
Alright, Dorian.
by 1,000 years of Tevinter elitism. The name's Dorian. He glared. D-O-R-I-A-N. Spell it right, you marble-headed lump, or it's toad time. A toad? That's hardly
credible. He turned me into a newt! A newt? Oh, got better. Makes sense.
The gold elf spun, mage staff crackling like the city after a good man's murder. You're crazy, the Red Templar cried in terror. Moonlight glinted of ears like the knives you never see coming. Better to fade out than burn away. Ugh, Varric.
She's like, wait, where am I? Who am I? Where am I at? Wait a minute.
Wait, where am I?
I told you.
Oh, here it is. The Seeker clutched at my vest, her tears
Oh,
as
God.
desperate as they were pitiful. Varric, I was wrong about everything, she sobbed. Could you find it in your noble heart to forgive me? That dwarf, he put me in the book. I'm in the book.
I love
I
you.
am reading the shit out of this.
That's amazing. To all of you who played Dragon Age Inquisition, who laughed, cried, and reached out on social media, who made fan art and comics and cosplaying jokes, thank you. Dragon Age Inquisition was a labor of love. Without you, it would never have been possible. Your support and your passion touched us deeply. We hope that in some small way this game touched you as well. Bear your blade and raise it high, the Dragon Age team. Thank you for making this game. It's truly one of the best games I've played in years. Is there a post scene now? Like a post everything. Like the final thing in Inquisition. No, that's it. Well, this is the last Dragon Age Inquisition gameplay video that I'm going to ever put up on my YouTube channel. You can bet when Dragon Age 4 comes out, that shit's going up. I've got my streaming recording stuff figured out, so you won't be missing my first playthrough next time. Fucking hell, man. A+. Seriously, like, this is one of the best games I've ever played. In my opinion. It's not for everybody. Some people hate the fetch quests, some people hate the maps, some people hate the whatever. This game is amazing, and I love it. And I can't wait for more. Hashtag I play BioWare, and I love it. Thanks for sticking with me to the end, and all the technical issues throughout all of it. I don't know what's next on the channel, but it'll be something. There's always going to be something. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, see ya.